What if the only thing standing between you and your dreams is you? We all have aspirations, visions of success, fulfillment, or to make an impact. Yet, for so many, the journey towards achieving those dreams feels like a confusing puzzle. Like you're running in circles, chasing a dream that always seems just out of reach. If so, you're not alone. The question is why? Why, despite effort and ambition, do so many people feel stuck? In a world brimming with potential, why do so many of us feel stuck, wondering why success seems elusive despite our best efforts? Want to know the most surprising thing about this? Many of these obstacles come from within. Today, I want to talk about the barriers that hold us back from success, and more importantly, how to overcome them. First, let's talk about success itself. It's not just about achieving wealth, fame, or career milestones. Success is deeply personal. It could mean building meaningful relationships, finding peace of mind, or creating a life that aligns with your values and passions. Yet, regardless of how you define it, there are universal obstacles that can keep us from reaching it. And more often than not, these obstacles originate from within. When we think of barriers to success, we might blame external circumstances, lack of resources, limited opportunities, or just bad luck. While external factors do play a role, the truth is our internal struggles are often the bigger challenge. Let's talk about 4 of the most common internal barriers: lack of self-belief, procrastination, negative self-talk, and resistance to change. Lack of self-belief is one of the biggest barriers to success. It's the voice in your head that whispers, "You're not good enough," or "You'll never make it." This self-doubt can be paralyzing. It prevents you from taking risks, pursuing opportunities, and stepping out of your comfort zone. Imagine someone who dreams of starting their own business, but constantly tells themselves they don't have what it takes. Even if they have the skills, resources, and support, their lack of belief in themselves will keep them stuck. Over time, this mindset can become a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you don't believe in yourself, it's hard to convince others to believe in you. Procrastination is probably the next. We've all been guilty of procrastination at some point. It's the art of denying important tasks, often in favor of meaningless activities. On the surface, procrastination may seem harmless, but over time, it can derail your progress and erode your confidence. Why do we procrastinate? Often it's because of fear of failure, fear of judgment, or even a fear of success. For example, someone might put off applying for their dream job because they're afraid of rejection. Instead of confronting these fears, they distract themselves by trivial tasks, convincing themselves that they'll do it tomorrow. But tomorrow never comes. Next is negative self-talk. Negative self-talk is the eternal dialogue that chips away at your confidence and motivation. Phrases like, "I'm so stupid," or "I'll never be able to do this," become mental roadblocks that hinder your progress. Think about someone trying to do a marathon. They constantly tell themselves, "I'm not good enough. I'll never be able to run that long." Negative self-talk doesn't just affect your mindset, it influences your actions. If you believe you can't do it, you're less likely to put an effort that you need to succeed. The last barrier is resistance to change. Change is uncomfortable. It forces us to conform to the unknown, take risks, and adapt to new circumstances. But success often requires change, whether it's learning a new skill, adopting new habits, or letting go of old routines. Someone who wants to improve their health might resist changing their diet or exercise routine because it feels too difficult or unfamiliar. This resistance keeps them stuck in their current state, even if they know change is necessary for growth. So those are some of the common barriers. But now the question becomes, how do we overcome them? Start by challenging your limiting beliefs. Ask yourself, is this thought based on fact, or is it just a story I'm telling myself? Replace negative beliefs with empowering ones. For example, instead of thinking, "I'm not qualified," remind yourself, "I have the ability to learn and grow." Surround yourself with supportive people who believe in your potential. Their encouragement can help reinforce your own self-confidence. Celebrate small wins along the way. These successes can serve as proof that you're capable of achieving more in the future. Break your goals up so they're more manageable. Focus on taking the first step, no matter how small it seems. For example, if you want to lose weight, start by taking small steps like cutting out junk food or trying to get 1,000 steps a day. Set deadlines for yourself and try to hold yourself accountable. One technique that I like to use is that if you can do it now, just do it. The longer you put things off, the harder it becomes to start. By tackling tasks as they come, you not only alleviate stress, but also build momentum. You have the ability right now, and the best time to act is always the present. Next, we want to reframe the negative self-talk. I want you to replace bad thoughts with constructive ones. If you ever catch yourself thinking, "I can't do this," shift your perspective. Instead, think of something like, this is challenging, but I can figure it out. Practice self-compassion. Treat yourself with the same kindness and encouragement you would offer to a friend. Mistakes and setbacks are a natural part of the journey. Instead of criticizing yourself, focus on what you can learn from the experience. And lastly, we need to embrace change. While change may feel uncomfortable at first, it's necessary. By accepting change rather than resisting it, you open yourself up to new opportunities, new perspectives, and a chance to break free from the old patterns that no longer serve you. Focus on the benefits of change rather than the discomfort. Visualize the positive outcomes that you'll achieve by embracing new habits and stepping out of your comfort zone. Remind yourself that growth often lies on the other side of discomfort. Success isn't about being perfect, it's about being persistent. When you shift your mindset, you begin to see obstacles not as roadblocks, but as challenges to overcome. You'll recognize that the journey to success is not a straight line, but a series of ups and downs that ultimately lead you to growth and fulfillment. By identifying what's holding you back and taking the initial steps to address it, you can achieve what you want to achieve and move closer to the success that you've always dreamed of. Remember, the journey to success starts within. You already have everything you need to succeed. It's just a matter of believing in yourself and taking the first step. So what's holding you back? And more importantly, what are you going to do about it? The only thing standing between you and your dreams might just be yourself. And the good news, you have the power to change that. Take the first step today. And with that said, I'm Kale, help you all make the most out of every moment that lies ahead.